Our first referee, Herbert Mathematical Asian International Referee. And our second referee, Ryan Vincent Corpus, National Referee. And now let us be the starting lineup for both teams, starting with the Nxled Chameleons. Number 2, opposite spiker, Laika Ebon. Number 3, outside hitter, Joe Maragino. Number 7, middle blocker, Rich Makaslang. Number 8, outside hitter, Luna. Number 10, middle blocker, Camille Victoria. Number 17, the center, Kamui Khan. And the starting libero, number 5, Rachel Orvina. And the head coach of the Nxled Chameleons, Takayuki Minowa. And now for the Petro Gazz Angels. Number 2, the center, Janelle Chang. Number 5, outside hitter, Rachel Zoltones. Number 8, opposite spiker, Aiza Pontinas. Number 9, middle blocker, and Balma. Number 16, middle blocker, Rania Musa. Number 20, outside hitter, Jonas Abete. And the starting libero, number 22, Bela Barbon. And the head coach of the Petro Gazz Angels, Vince Mangulapnan. This is match number 19 of the conference and the showdown between the Nxled Chameleons and the
There you have it, your starters for the Nxled Chameleons. Start a new way of watching experience with the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now only for 149 pesos a month. It is available for all Filipinos everywhere. We have the usual 6. The only change here is Permentilla is not starting and Luna is starting instead. On the other side of the court for the Petro Gazz Angels, it is the usual suspects. Musa really having an integral role now for the Petro Gazz Angels, but we're seeing the usual suspects for Coach Vince Mangulapnan, who is filling in for Coach Timmy Santo Tomas.
That's right, since we have an exciting matchup ahead. Although the Nxled Chameleons did come from a loss, you can see based on their training yesterday, they were serious. I was watching the demeanor of Coach Minowa, very serious, and I was, analyzing their drills that they had, very simple drills, and not only simple but very effective drills that hopefully that they can apply in today's match.
It's really focused on defense, on the fundamentals, on the foundations of
discipline as well.
Discipline, of course, part of the very familiar Japanese system for a lot of Pinoy volleyball fans who've been fans of Japanese teams. And we've seen Filipinos integrated as well, very well into these systems as we start the gameplay right now. Jo Mariginot tallying her first points, going off the block.
Now, Jo Mariginot is also coming from the Akari Chargers. She did not have a lot of playing time, but she's really maximizing the opportunity from her coach.
Really making the most out of that playing time. However, that serve goes wide this time for Mariginot, as it's 1 point apiece for these two squads. Serving now is Gretzel Soltones, standout from Cebu. Cal goes up to Victoria, and Victoria finds a spot there. It's a very interesting adjustment there. They made Victoria go back to the wing position, which she used to play during her collegiate years. She serves now for the Chameleons. Victoria, of course, a standout of the University of Santo Tomas. Serves it straight to Soltones. Sabete denied there by Kamuy and hit.
Cal maximizing that block. Pressed over with Critch. Take a look at this. You know, back in college, learning about blocking, you have to actually be in front of the ball, not in front of the player. And that is what Cal executed properly in that play.
It's really about blocking the ball. It's not about if you block the player, it's not like screening in basketball.
That's right.
So you don't have a chance to get that one through. As someone who's very veteran in mastering movements of blockers, Nang Aiza Maizo Pontillas getting that ball off the block.
You know, when you look at both squads, Sinch, it's the vets versus the young guns, and it's always a privilege going up against your ate, your idols probably from college, and I'm sure they can learn from something. Learn something, rather.
As we see that point coming from the Chameleons, they're up by 2.
A rare error on the side of the Angels.
So far, a hot start here for the Chameleons. Good hit there coming from Petro Gazz. Oh, back to sender there was Nang Aiza Maizo Pontillas against May Luna.
Now, Aiza, we all know that she is a lethal weapon on attacks, but in terms of blocking as well. I mean, she has the vet moves. She knows how to play the game. And her demeanor is still the same every time. Very chill, very calm.
She's calm and collected as Aiza Maizo Pontillas, as we saw that hit from Laika Ebon. They go to a running Rania Musa on the other side. They pop it up for May Luna. Straight to Barbon. Sabete will try to answer back, and she gets the point off the blockers. Tying the ball game at 4.
Sabete touching the hands of Laika Ebon. Block was laid on the side of the Chameleons. Do expect Cheng to maximize Sabete when she's in the front row. Beautiful set.
Cal goes up to Laika. On the other side, Cheng chooses Soltones. Cal pops that ball up for Ebon. Ebon finds a spot in the middle. Petro Gazz answers with Sabete, but she was quite under the ball there. But she gets a point for the Angels.
The Chameleons calling that ball inside. We have a challenge. And from our direction, Sinj, very far from our angle.
Yeah, very. Even it's hard to give a hypothesis as to whether that ball went in or out.
But Sinj, I want to commend the fundamentals of the Nxled Chameleons. Stabilized defense. They're communicating, and I think that has to do with the Japanese system of Coach Minoa. We all know that the Japanese focuses on discipline, defense, inside. Nicking the line very close.
That is a very good call there from our officials. And you're seeing the flag right on the line.
Yes.
where it hits. It's right in the corner where the linesman is actually standing up. So great eye there as Nexled loses a challenge. And Nexled will try to answer back with Luna, who gets that ball across with a power tip.
Being smart, maximizing that combination play on the tips of Rania Musa and Sabete. They were too far from the net in terms of blocking.
It's about not leaving a seam from the side,
Yes.
but also not leaving a seam between you and the net. Enough for you not to get a net violation as well. Mayang Luna with that serve. And Jonah Sabete stepping it up.
Coming from the break ball, that is not the easiest of attacks. Cheng with that bump set. Take a look at the seam in between Critch and Laika Ebon. There's no closure on that block.
It seems like Jonah wants to prove that she might be the correct answer for her poll question for today as to who will step up. Is it her or Jo Mariginot as she serves for Petro Gazz? That sails long for Jonah. Tied at 6. We're starting to see a seesaw battle at the early part of this first set. No one wants to let any or the other team run away with the lead.
That's right, Sinj.
Kit Makaslang here to serve. Straight to Pontillas. They go up to Soltones. Hitting that with an angle.
That sharp cross-court attack. It's important that they see the pattern of Soltones with that cross-court. The block is a little bit too near the antenna. It's very difficult with a vet like that. She could go down the line, cross-court.
But doing check balls is really something that Nxled has mastered, as she's going to try to do another one, this time with a tip. On the other side, Kamuy goes up to Ebon, cross-court, straight to Nang. They go to Soltones, going down the line, off the hands of the blockers.
Facing cross-court, but last-minute decision of going down the line. This is where the vet moves come into play. It's important that the Nxled Chameleons stay low and discipline on defense.
That last-minute change of an angle as they go up to a running Remy Palma. Ebon adjusts. Palma, this time from the middle. Kept alive by Nxled. It's a defense, that scrappy defense of Nxled that's keeping them alive and prolonging the play, leading to a 1-point lead, or a 1-point deficit now for Petro Gazz.
Coming from a break ball, Joe Maraguinot going for that zone 5 right at Rania. Great dig by Rachel.
1-point game. Ebon to serve. That sails out.
And Sinj, I have to say, Laika Ebon has been silenced in this first part of this set. Petro Gazz knows that she is their go-to player. They have deflected the ball. They have dug up her attacks. They don't want her to score.
That's a great way to adjust here. But Victoria doing this adjustment. This system is actually very interesting, you know, when especially when Camps is up front. She's playing like an auxiliary utility spiker here.
Like you said earlier, this is a seesaw battle.
No one wants to let go. Oh.
I mean, perfect down the line by Aiza.
2-point lead for the Angels as Nxled Soltones will now serve for Petro Gazz.
Nice serve.
Ravino there with that pick up to Mayang. Oh, double block established against Luna.
It's important that Cam sees her blockers on the other side. This is the third time that Palma rather, has blocked Nexled. Great serve.
Mayang with the power tip. Returned favor coming from Nxled. They go up to Cams. Picked up there by Nxled. On the other side, Janelle goes to Nang. Cal goes up to Cams. On the other side, it's Jonah going through the blockers. Popped up there by Rachel. Kamuy trying to get crafty. They go up to Sabete. Off the hands of Camille and Victoria. Joe Maraguinot stemming it up for Nxled.
Finding the hole of defense by the Angels. Take a look at this swing by John Maraguinot. Placement.
You know, talking about Japan systems, another interesting play that we're seeing here. Kamuy, or Cal, is playing a pseudo middle blocker every time Camps is right in front, and Camps plays like a utility or an opposite hitter as she now marches to the service line. Talking about Victoria. Picked up there by Barbon. They go up to Palma with it back quick. Oh! It's like a rebound.
The hops for days.
Yes. Sabete.
The bunny.
Quick on that reaction. Over-received. Maximizing that regalo was Jonas Sabete.
Look at that vertical.
Beach volleyball experience. Palma with that serve. Cal goes up to Mayang. Mayang off-speed shot. Popped up there by Petro Gazz. Ball still alive and in play. Cal goes up to a running Makaslang. Oh! Great dive there from Remy Palma, but that goes through the net, so it's going to be a point for Nexled.
You see a trend, that drop ball coming from the middle blocker serving. That's normally a pattern that happens because it's not all the time that the middle blockers play defense. Smart play by Critch.
But actually, it's also a great position there coming from Rem because she was at the right spot. It's just that the net, of course, will not always be there to support the ball as this goes up to Ebon going down the line, finding the corner there for Nxled.
Now this is her first point. This is the second rotation cinch in which she is front row. Look at that down the line. Her signature down the line.
Nxled and Petro Gazz really clinging with each other right now. No one letting go of that lead. As they go up, Sabete adjusting. Musa, quick on that Tagalog. Adjustment coming from Mayang, and that is off the block. Touch there from Nxled. Tied at 12, baby.
Gotta give credit to the Nxled Chameleons, fighting for every point. You see Cam Cal utilizing her spikers, her middle blockers, establishing her middles. Petro Gazz is stunned and is not stable on defense.
And Nxled maximizing that scramble as they go up to Ebon, but nobody home at the end zone here for the Chameleons. That's why Petro Gazz will enter the first technical timeout. First, will we We're back here in the PVL. New streaming experiences also await you via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now, only for 149 pesos. And welcome back here at the Condon City Arena as we are joined by the man of the hour, none other than Mayor Eric Singson, who has helped bring the PVL here. Mayor, first I'd like to congratulate you, of course, for bringing the PVL here. Your first major sporting event is women's volleyball. How does it feel to have the first professional volleyball league here of the Philippines?
I am very much excited, and I can see my town mates and province mates. They're all excited also to watch the game. This is the first national sports game that will be held in our Condon Arena.
And Mayor, what else can we look forward to with the PVL being here in Condon? Are we expecting more games here soon?
Of course, we are expecting that maybe next year we will again host PVL here in Condon City.
And we look forward to that.
Yeah, we will always be ready to host.
Thank you so much, Mayor, for bringing the heart of volleyball here, and congratulations again for bringing the PVL here. Thank you so much, sir, and we hope to see you again real soon. Thank you so much, and we will let you watch the games again and continue to enjoy this game. Thank you so much. We're back here to the action as you just saw Mayor Eric Singson who has been a gracious host here of the PVL. We'd like to congratulate Candon City, of course, for having this world-class arena here in Candon. We're seeing a lot of development. It's one of the biggest arenas that we have here at the northern part of Luzon. So congratulations to Candon. And it's really with great pride and joy that we thank them for having the PVL as their first national sporting event here in this arena. As we had that quick sequence, a quick exchange of points here. Nexled getting one with Kit Makaslang. Well, earlier we just saw Petro Gazz getting another right after the technical timeout. Mayang now with that serve. On the other side, they go to Rania Musa on that Be Quick play.
Now back to you, says Rania, with that. Look at that cinch. She went for that quick attack, quick tip in that campfire zone. Ravenna not ready for that defense.
It's now a 2-point game in favor of the red shirts. Service now will come from Team Petro Gazz. Solid serve there. But here, Joe Marginot going off the block for Nexled.
That's a beautiful set by Cal. Reverse set at that, pushing it perfectly to Joe Maraginot, maximizing the height of Cheng.
1-point lead now for the Angels, trimmed down by Nexled. Really no one wanting to let go here. 1-2 play coming from Janelle Cheng.
I mean, you can tell in her face. You cannot tell in her face
She's
whether
too coy for you to read.
that moves. And the timing of it is when Cridge serves the middles, not ready for it.
That special eye that you setters have, as we saw Victoria with that tip on the other side. Palma giving her own version of it. Then now Petro Gazz has the ball. They go to a running Palma, specialty of the house, with a little stare down while walking down out of the court.
Now the Petro Gazz Angels need that momentum. This could be this sequence cinch. Take a look at that down the line. Gervino was there for that defense.
And that right timing
Yep.
to just hit the ball right before it graces the tape of the net. Just getting it through. 3-point lead now for the Angels. This is the healthiest cushion that they've had.
Yes. It's only 3 points.
Musa with that serve. They go up to Cal. Going to Victoria. Smart win in the joust there coming from Ebon. Ebon will try again this time. Popped up there by Sabete. On the other side, Soltones going deep cross court, but too deep in the last attempt.
It's a smart move by Gretchen Soltones, but too sharp of an angle, avoiding the hand of the blocker. And now we see the double substitution. Coach Vince's sister is actually up to serve.
Yes, that's another interesting. There's that undertone here, that subplot. Of course, inside the game, it's all about focusing
Great serve by Maji.
on winning. Maji with that great serve. Soltones getting that through the triple block. On the other side, Victoria. Cross court popped up by Nang. Soltones denied there by Victoria.
Net touch.
And Navarro. A net violation will be called against Nexled.
Now since the score is neck and neck, it's important to lessen the unforced errors as we reach the 20 mark.
It actually became interesting in that sequence. Victoria really playing that opposite spiker role, and Navarro rather, who's right here, is playing middle as Victoria goes for that cross court. Soltones trying to get a check, but no go, says the referees.
That's a clean attack. No block touch.
And it
but
seems like Petro Gazz will be calling a challenge here. It's going to be a block touch challenge coming from the Angels.
Now, usually you would hear that block touch, but let's see based on this challenge.
This is a moment where we're quite unsure, even when we're very close to the position where it happened. So it's a question, because that ball was hitting out, and it's a question whether there's a block touch or not. Of course, this is also a moment where coaches may share some points of wisdom or may discuss things with their players. So it could be a pseudo timeout as well for the Petro Gazz Angels as we're awaiting for the decision. We're looking for a check, either in the hands of Cams or
No block
Janine.
touch.
Clearly, in this angle and that point of view of the challenge cameras, no block touch. So that will be an unsuccessful challenge for the Angels. They lose one challenge as well. Both squads with just one challenge left for this set. We are at 16-18, 2-point lead in favor of the Angels. Serve coming from Marginot straight to Sabete. They go up to Soltones, popped up there by Ravenna. Luna hitting it over. Sabete was there. Palma unable to get that one through.
So it's a little too low for Remy Palma. Now I see much improvement on the side of the Nxled Chameleons. The Japanese system, they focus on defense every single day, and you see a lot of the drop balls handled by the Nxled Chameleons are just popping up.
Very young, very scrappy, but still very efficient when it comes to the floor defense. As that ball sails out, that's something that has been in the notes of Coach Tapa to focus on service and reception.
That's right.
As Soltones goes for that serve, Navarro goes up to Victoria. Down the line, Barbon was there. Pontillas. Oh, Barbon, great read on that last ball. Sabete denied there. It's a money ball for Victoria. He's been flashing it right after. Very clear touch. Solid denial and making it rain right after.
Yep.
Victoria now serves.
Nice serve.
Cheng goes up to Pontillas. That block goes out.
Very close. We see a trend happening on both squads. It's difficult for the teams to gain that momentum. I mean, there's no spark plug. It's really neck and neck. It's 18-20.
The biggest change we've seen here is Navarro being injected in, but then it's still the same system that's being implemented as Palma serves. Mangulubnan going up for the quick, and she's denied there by Musa.
Rania was already there to block Kritch Makaslan. It's important that Magi sees her blockers on the wings and maximize on that.
3-point lead, which has been the most comfortable lead that we've seen here in this ball game. Solid serve there coming from Rem. Get hit coming from Mayang Luna. Gets through.
Have to give credit to Jorvina in that rally. Short serve. Look at that dig. Perfect to Magi. Smart play.
Back to a 2-point game as Cal checks back in with Ebon. System still in play. We haven't seen a lot of changes, whether it's Camille or it's Majid who's playing inside the court, as we're seeing a 2-point game here. Kit Pakaslang and the rest of the Chameleons trying to punch through and take one over. Petro Gazz, great coverage there coming from Ravenna. Bilov solid on the digging, but Aiza Maizo Pontillas, vintage, classic, and effective.
That sharp cross court. She went down the line, it didn't work, but the vet moves. I mean, in between Cal and Ebon. They need to understand that that is most likely where Aiza will go for that sharp cross court attack.
And that's also a challenge for anticipation, especially that she's a lefty.
That's right.
They have a lefty also with them, with Laika Evans, so angles also is something that you should be wary about, especially when you're going up against the southpaw attackers. Hit, the serve coming from Saet. Free ball will now come from the Chameleons. The Angels pick it up. Saet goes up for a combination. Tip there by Sabete. Read by Kamuy. They choose Mayang. Kit. But read well there by the sweeper of Petro Gazz. Buitre trying to get that one through. But it is a denial.
So it was a little too tight from Saet. Double substitution here. Buitre and Saet for the Angels.
2-point game. Serve now coming from Luna. They go up for a quick, miscue there on the side of the Angels.
Saet having a difficult time. Petro Gazz calls a timeout.
Let's try to listen in to this timeout by Coach Vince Mangulubnan, as we only have a 1-point game here between the Angels and Nexled. Let's check in what Coach Vince has to say.
We saw Coach Vince giving his vet squad specific instructions. We have a double substitution here with Saet and Marian Buitre. Score is now 21-22 Petro Gazz.
It's 1-point game. They go up to Jonas Sabete!
Powering through the block, Jonas Sabete. Saet knew that she can maximize on the blockers of Joe Maraginot and Critch Makaslan. Gotta go to the one who has that hot hands.
That's a solid recovery there for the Angels right after some miscues. Now 2-point lead for the Angels. They're just 2 points away from snatching set number 1. Cal goes up to Ebon. Getting that one through was Laika Ebon.
Right back to you, says Laika Ebon. To give credit to Cal for setting her up perfectly. Daniel late on the block.
These two squads, as clingy as they could get to the scoreboards. 1 point away from each other. And no one wants to let go. Yes, Jamie.
Let go.
No, you can't really let go on things like
in volleyball,
this,
in life, and in all things.
You have to be as clingy as ever. As we saw that tip coming from Ebon. Soltones trying to answer that back. Solid block from Victoria. Soltones again. This time, hitting it off the block, pointing it back to the bench.
I mean, just her demeanor, the vet moves, challenging the block of the Nxled Chameleons.
Very hot first set here for these two squads, keeping it spicy. Musa on the serve. Cal goes up to Marginot. Kept alive there by Sabete. Free ball coming from Petro Gazz. Let's see what they'll do. Horvino's there. Cal goes up to Ebon. Solid one-on-one block there. Ebon will try again. This one with a tip. This is a chance for Petro Gazz to close this out. Solid block from Cam Victoria.
No coverage found on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels. Since we see the Nxled Chameleons maturing right in front of us.
Back to 1 point game. 1 point to win this game for Petro Gazz. 1 point to tie things up and extend the set for Nexled.
Nice serve.
Ebon with that serve. They go to a run. Short running attack works always for Remy Palma.
Side targeting her vet players in the last few sequences. To Gretchel, Sabete, and lastly, Remy Palma with that running attack.
Veteran moves works for the Angels as they take Set number 1 by a hairline, 25-23. Really tight between each other. Meanwhile, Petro Gazz looking to go straight and probably go home and get that empanada early. Get that spaghetti, get that corny. It's dinner time, Jimmy. We gotta tease everyone who's watching as to what they can expect here in Candon, Ilocos Sur. A lot of great food, a lot of great dining experience as ball game starts with Petro Gazz getting the first ball.
Gercho Sotones up to serve. We have the Nxled Chameleons, one of the new squads this All-Filipino conference. Cheng gives it to Aiza. And of course, goes with that down the line. She saw an open block from Joe Maragino. Filipina unable to read that. She saw it, Cheng rather, very calm, collected. Giving it to Victoria. What a swing by Victoria, going for that cross court. Rami Palma late on that block, along with Sabete.
It's a 1-point game here. between Nexled and Petro Gazz. Story has been the same so far. No one wanting to let the other one go far away. Everyone's just clinging with each other, just like that solid block. Kamuy just deflecting that ball back to the Angels court.
You see much improvement with the blocking of the Nxled Chameleons. It's important that the Petro Gazz Angels vary their attacks.
That's the challenge for them today as they face this young and scrappy squad. And we saw Nxled Chameleons good cross court. She has been so far the cleanest attacker for them. She's able to lose some blocks and angles of her hit. Just really find the floor right away. Zem Palma serves for the Angels.
Looking at the rankings right now, best servers. Number 1, we have the Petro Gazz Angels. They are number 2, best in digging. All-around team, offensively, defensively.
But this time, an offensive gem for Nexled is Mayang Luna. She's been very consistent.
That's right.
And the go-to player here for the Chameleons. Speaking of Chameleons, there's Camille Victoria with that serve. The team with 2 Chameleons. Oh, great dig there.
By Cam.
Brought back there by Marginot. Musa denied there. Free ball coming from Cheng. They go to Kit. On the other side, Barbon sets us up for Pontillas, who goes for a checkout.
Isa using her smarts. She first went for that cross-court attack. She still went for it as well, but using her smarts against the block of Critch and Maya.
Their former coach would say, when in doubt, check it out.
You've been waiting to see that since.
Huh? But Maya goes through the blocks.
You can see Nexled Singe really coming together as a team.
And that's interesting. They've just trained together a month before the conference as a separate squad, but they're starting to show up here and just right in time for their 3rd game. Looking for their 2nd win are the Chameleons. Musa with a quick attack on the other side. Ebon getting a check.
Yep. You know, the much improvement from the Nexled Chameleons is their counter-attack, meaning when the ball is brought back to their side, they are able to counter-attack with Cam Cal orchestrating the offense beautifully, not only setting to the open the usual go-to spikers, but you have Ebon, you have Critch Makaslan. A lot of weapons.
You're seeing the fast play from their side of the court. Meanwhile, someone who has been steady for the Angels, talking about Janelle Cheng. Look at this.
So deceiving.
She knew that her attackers were having trouble already. She adjusted to make sure they're able to score. They go up to a combination play. Mayang Luna.
Cam Cal, to give credit to her, orchestrating the offense beautifully, and that is also because of their stabilized first balls. They've been targeting Joe Maragino, but Joe has been playing well with the service receive, targeting Virtus Urbina. Very stable first ball, and I'm sure that's because of the system of Coach Minoa.
Of course, this is some things that we're excited to see as the conference unfolds. They're just on their 3rd game as Ebon goes for that cross court.
Like a Ebon. Cam Cal maximizing on Ebon. She went down the line earlier, and now she went for that cross-court attack. Perks of being left-handed Singe.
It's nice that both squads are maximizing their southpaw hitters, really just going at it here. That serve coming from Mayang straight to Pontillas. They go up to Soltones. Cross-court, finding the line.
You notice Cheng knows who to go to, Singe, when they need that side out. You go to their vet. offensive spiker, Gretchen Sultanes. We did talk about her in the pregame. She's the healthiest this conference. And I did talk to her yesterday. She said that they don't want to take Nxled.
And you know, they really should not, because right now Nexled taking the lead here with a 2-point advantage. And you know, we love seeing a healthy Gretchen Sultanes going up against a young, healthy, scrappy squad like Nexled. This is a very interesting rubber match that we're seeing here between these two squads.
And the vets are actually being tested too with
Yeah.
the Japanese system. And prior to this, they also had the system of Coach Jorge, Brazilian system. So a lot of learnings on the side of these young ladies.
Yeah, the young guns, as we see that running. Remy Palma, Cal going to the back quick. That goes through. Adjustment coming from Sultanes on the other side. They go to the Eagle Claw, getting that one through. Popped up there by Sabetes. Sultanes ending that long rally. Awesome volleyball we're seeing here inside the court.
You see the demeanor of the Angels. When the ball is back on their side, they're patient, they're calm, they don't get agitated with one another, and that is the sign of a great team.
But they also have this killer instinct going with that patience, that calmness, the collectedness. Serve coming from Cheng, straight to Horvina. On the other side, Cal puts it up for Ebon. Popped up there by the Angels. Free ball coming from the Angels. Counter attack now goes for Ebon through the blockers. Easy return, picked up there by the Chameleons. Marginot changing things up, getting that point for Nexled, maintaining the 2-point lead.
Contact called by Sabete during that rally.
And as we have this quick lull here, as they're trying to clean things up, let's greet your teammate, our good friend here in the panel, none other than Pauline Gaston, who has been watching and monitoring
Yes, she's
us, enjoying the
currently-
commentary via Pilipinas Live app, I'm sure.
We have some wise words here from Pauline. I'm not sure if I could say this on air. I'll keep it silent.
But Pauline, we hear you.
We hear you,
Yeah.
and thank you for watching live on the Filipinas Live app for
49 pesos a month. As we see this dump ball coming from Janelle Cheng. Smartly placed there at the donut hole, right in the center of the next left court. Sultanes now serves. Just a 1-point lead here for the Chameleons. Camille Cal going up to Camille Victoria. Adjustment coming from Gretzel. Horvina was there. They go to Victoria again. This time off the blockers.
We see the Petro Gazz Angels having a difficult time blocking the offense of the Nxled Chameleons. A lot of their blocks are, usually it would help if the block deflected and they're able to play defense to slow it down, but a lot of the blocks are going far from them and they're not able to get that first dig.
2-point lead. Oh, trimmed down back to 1 after the service infraction coming from the Chameleons. It's a 1-point game again. Petro Gazz looking to play catch up here, keeping it close still as Palma serves for the Angels. Sharp serve. Cal read well there by the setter. Oh, great recovery.
Setter to setter. Cheng knew that Cam Cal was going for that drop ball.
It started that.
It all started with that, and of course the vet finishing it off.
Out of system ng Aiza Pampillas is gold. It's a gold standard of going out of system, just playing it, winging it.
With that dig from Cheng.
Yeah, it started there. Serve coming from Palma. Oh, beautiful. Just kudos to Ram Palma for doing that. Now the lead is over to the Angels. Let's look at that again.
That's a great serve going to zone 1.
Very beautiful. To the delight of the Petro Gazz fans. Palma now wanting to continue her streak here at the service line. Same target. Straight to Marginot. Go up to Luna, getting that one through. On the other side, they choose Sabete. Kamui going up to Victoria. Solid single block coming from Jonah Sabete.
That's a great block by Sabete. Victoria, she only had one blocker. She could have gone down the line, cross-court attack, or with a drop ball. When you have a single block cinch, you got to maximize on that.
Now Petro Gazz enjoying a 2-point lead, changing the tide of the game to their side. Serve coming from Palma. On the other side, they go to Camille Victoria, who gets that off the blockers.
That's a smart move by Victoria. Her swing did not work in the previous sequence. But take a look at this smart move. And mind you, Singe, they have been targeting Jo
With the serve, yes.
But it is going perfect.
On the other side of the court, I noticed they've been targeting Nang actually. But this time that goes to Casey. They go to a quick to Casey Galdones. Adjustment there as Victoria sets this one up. Kamui going for that standing spike. On the other side, they go to Pontillas. Oh, that's a bit too short.
Right idea.
Tied at 12. Woo. Hihingalin kayo sa paghabol nung...
Had told my brother. We all saw it happen.
12 all. That's the story of this game. Keeping it close to each other. No one letting anyone go ahead. They go up to Sabete, going cross-court, popped up there by Victoria. On the other side, Mayang. Janelle goes up to Sabete. Oh, great blocking as well, but what a dump there coming from Janelle, but a great recovery from Nexled, but the finish coming from the stepping up, Jonah Sabete. Petro Gazz leads by 1 as we Bingo Plus, the #1 bingo live streaming app here in the Philippines. We're back here inside the Canton City Arena as Ilocanos are enjoying this beautiful match between Nexled and Petro Gazz. Two teams who don't seem to like to stay away from each other and want to keep things tight and close to each other.
That's right, Singe.
They're like a tight-knit family here.
We scored 12-13. Great production on the side of the Nxled Chameleons. I mean, clearly the system of Coach Minoa is working. Stabilized first ball and not a lot of fancy plays. Simple, effective, pins, middles, nothing too flashy.
What I noticed with these two squads, they're very efficient with how they're operating inside the court. Nothing complicated. They just want everyone. They're just playing very simple, direct volleyball as the crafty dump coming from Kamui goes out, but seems like this will be challenged by Coach Taka. whether that's ball in or ball out.
That's a smart move by Cam Cow. We did talk about this off-air stage. Setters have eyes
Behind their
head.
We talked about that earlier with Fen and Nas with CAF scores. So we get to see their salts right away.
Very close.
That is almost. But almost sometimes is never enough.
So close.
So close to the line. Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Taka and the Nxled Chameleons. They lose an opportunity to call a challenge here. So they'll have one challenge left. Pontillas with the serve. They enjoy a 2-point lead. Cal going up to running. Kit Makasla, and that is converted easily to a point.
Now this is the second time that this has happened to Sabete. No press on the block. Barbon almost reaching that.
And Kit just keeping it simple as Cam Moy with that serve. Sabete puts it up for Sulcones on the other side. They go to Ebon off the blocker, tying things up at 14.
Ebon maximizing her attacks on Jonah Sabete. Great dig by Jo Maraguinot. Third time that this has happened.
Tooling has been the theme of the last few sequences.
Yep.
Yeah, you know. I know I'll be with a Cali girl today, so I needed to brush up on some of my
verbs and adjectives.
American volleyball adjectives. Tooling. In other words, been a checkout. Kamui now to serve after that quick lull. As she goes for her jump serve, straight to Sultones on the other side. They go up to her running Galdones. Slippery as slime there.
Cinch. Talk about simple. Rachel Sultones with the perfect receive. Chang giving Galdones her favorite set, the running attack. Like you said earlier, nothing too flashy. Just simple volleyball played the right way.
These two squads show the epitome of how good foundations can actually work when it comes to games like this. Don't have to complicate it sometimes. They go up to Sultones, swiping it over to the other side. Marginot was there. They go to Ebon, going cross-court. Pontillas popping this one up for Sultones, who gives them a free ball. Ebon was there. Cal now has the choice. Goes to Pakaslang. On the other side, Sultones off the blockers. Jervina was ready for the dig. Ebon down the line.
You know, Ebon, that is her favorite spot to attack. Down the line. Rachel Sultones just needed one more step left with the side step. She would have been there.
Tied at 15. Story of this game. Oh, very sharp serve there. They go to one-handed set. That works for Casey Galdones. Galdones changing things up here with the pace of the game. Earlier, Musa was doing some contributions, but now Galdones being able to make Petro Gazz less predictable for Nexled.
That's right. Instant impact by Galdones.
Quality minutes as well for KC. She now serves for the Angels. They're up by 1. Courtesy of that last hit from her. Luna with that pickup. They go up to Maraguinot, tipping it over to the other side. Janelle Cheng dumping it. Cal going for the corners. Setters being active here as Sultones goes to zone 6 and gets the point off the hands of the Diggers.
See Coach Minowa reacting to that free ball play that was given by Cal.
If that
was a wasted opportunity.
And if that's something that you've been preparing for when you talk about how rigid their defense training has been, you'd see that stern look from your coach right after. Cal goes up now to Jo on the other side. Janelle chooses Jonah. Popped up there by Mayang. Cal going up to Kit. Double block. Read well there with a combination of Ren Palma and Nxled Soltones.
Cal, take a look at this sequence. The blockers of the Angels were already stabilized. It's important that Cal uses her pins in that rally.
It could have been a great opportunity to go to a 5 or an uno,
yep.
right? Cal now going up to a 5 off the hands of Nxled. On cue.
Like Ebon giving the Angels a difficult time attacking that down the line. Cinch yet again neck and neck. And of course, who do we have entering?
Queen is here.
Crowd favorite, clearly.
Yeah. She's here to queen.
Yep.
Queen Abel, as they say. Judith Abel entering as the service specialist, replacing Kit Makaslang. Goes for a serve.
That's a great serve.
Solid serve. Oh. Scramble there on the side of Petro Gazz. Kamuy trying to save that one, but that will be a overreaching violation.
It starts with the free ball. The free ball by the Nxled Chameleons was too tight on the net. It's important to stay low, really master those fundamentals.
3 points has been the most enjoyable comfort for any team here in this set. Petro Gazz now having the lead. Cal going up to Ebon. That swipe coming from Palma. They go up to Pontillas. Ruvino's there. Abel puts it up. Marginot adjusting. Oh! Someone has hot hands here today.
On the defense of the Angels.
It's a golden touch, as you see in that last play. Mangulubnan checks in together with Janine Navarro. As Majik will serve for the Chameleons. They're down by 2. That sails long.
I mean, when you go in for the double sub, you have an advantage actually, since you're coming from the outside. You're able to see a different perspective compared to your teammates inside.
I mean, we saw what the effect of that could be earlier with the likes of Fen Emnas as Mangulubnan now puts us up for Camille Victoria. On the other side, Barbon pops it up for the pipe for Gretzel. They go up to Jo, who miscalculates that one. It's already a 4-point lead for Petro Gazz.
So it was a little bit too outside for Maragina to attack. Now Cal is back in along with Laika Ebon. I mean, the Nxled Chameleons need to perform right now, because usually when Petro Gazz reaches the 20 mark,
it's time for them to close it out.
Yep.
They have that instinct. Now, I'm looking at the sidelines, and they actually have very limited options when it comes to the wings as to who can replace them. But here, Nang Aiza with a hot hand here for Petro Gazz, ballooning the lead now to 5 big points. The most comfortable we've seen in any of the 2 sets that have been played.
We had one block up for Aiza. You did mention this earlier, Sinj. She's the only spiker with the cleanest of attacks. Is served by Petro Soltones. Now the Nxled Chameleons have a chance. Jo up to serve.
Jo now to serve for Nexled.
Nice serve.
Popped up there by Sabet. It's too tight. That's overreaching there for the back row setter, Janelle Cheng. It's going to be a lucky break here for the Chameleons. Let's see how they maximize it here.
Slowly creeping in. Much improvement, Sinj, on the side of the Nexled.
Definitely. Slowly, as we see them every game day, they're starting to change things up here. Great serve there. Adjustment now will come from Petro Gazz. They give up a free ball. On the other side, Chameleons go up to Victoria, tipping it over to that donut hole, kept alive there by Pontillas, but Victoria there was just very steady to guard the net.
Net
Palma
touch.
getting the touch.
Let's see here with the replay.
Great hustle though coming from Petro Gazz.
Remy Palma scraping the net as she was jumping. Nexled does need to maximize.
This opportunity, it's a window of opportunity.
Oh, nice serve.
They have to keep it tight. Pontillas adjusting. Oh,
I believe the net
Yes.
touch called.
on Victoria.
That was crucial.
It was the momentum of her hop when she hopped for that block.
That was crucial.
Yeah.
Because Rachel Jorvina was able to read the drop ball of Isa.
And this goes back to a 3-point lead. So if there's any moment where Nexled needs to score the most, it's just right now.
Yep, it's right now.
Cal now chooses Luna. Luna off the blockers on the other side. Cheng goes to Sabete. Denied with the block. Great coverage from Palma. Sabete will try again, this time through the blockers. Nexled will keep this alive. Free ball coming from Tamoy. Sky ball. But is that too high? That's too high and too wide. Set point now goes to the Angels. Petro Gazz now enjoying 4 set points. Palma to serve. That's out.
It's a lucky break for the Nxled Chameleons.
Let's see if they'll be able to take advantage of this.
We have Krich Makislan now.
Checking back in.
Yep. Her blocks are heavily needed right now.
Even just to slow that ball down,
Yep.
it would be a big advantage for Nexled. Meanwhile, Petro Gazz just needs 1 point. And Cheng can go as crafty as she wants here. Barbon. Cheng goes up to Maizo Pontillas!
And of course, Chang takes it away with their vet opposite spiker. Isa, vet move singe. Nothing too flashy. Just ending it on a high note.
Where else will you go? Petro Gazz wins 2 sets. Highlights, and speaking of highlights, there's new streaming experiences that also await you via the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere in the world, even in the universe, I think. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos a month. The second set, Jamie. Great showing. We started off really tight. Two teams taking on head-to-head. Nexled having the advantage early on, but Petro Gazz just showing how veteran they are.
Now the Nxled Chameleons have shown a lot of bright spots this second set rather, as we take a look at the set 2 stats. Almost the same in attacks. However, when it came to the one ace in the 2 blocks of the Petro Gazz Angels, it came to the small details ran by the vets. And I have to give credit though to the Nxled Chameleons for showing up today. They clearly came here to win, but they have to work on siding out right away. They would have a mistake, but they would have a difficult time recovering, and that's where the Petro Gazz Angels have mastered. They are able to they are able to get a side out right away due to the sets of Nxled Cheng.
And definitely that is the tale of that second set. And speaking of this very beautiful game, let's just greet someone who's also watching us here today. None other than Alyssa Valdez,
wow,
the Phenom herself, enjoying this game via the Pilipinas Live app. You know, it's very easy to and simple. Also, we'd like to greet from our director, Chris. He'd like to greet Miss Monica Luis Mariano and Miss Stella B and Noralyn Mariano. Hope you're enjoying this match today.
I know you guys are loving the combination of Sinjin Reyes and Jamie Lavatoria.
This is a Ilocos special.
Yeah. You're welcome.
As special as the empanada here. It was solid.
Yeah, that was solid.
It was good, empanada. And the players are energized by the Ilocano food that they've tasted.
And for those who are watching, if you want to send some over, that would be great.
I think, Jamie, after doing 2 games, you can find it every corner here in Ilocos. But let's go back to this ball game. Let's stop making our beautiful audience crave the food here. Rather, let's make them enjoy the volleyball action that we're serving right here from Candon. We may be very far away from Manila, but the action and the heat that the PVL brings in every ball game is very much present here in Candon.
And we feel it with the fans. I mean, it's a very exciting matchup today. We had the matchup earlier.
Yeah. F2 going up against Galleries Tower. It's another young team, but then they've showed up here. But this time, it's the veterans going up against the young guns with Rem Palma, Aiza Pontillas leading the charge for the veterans together with Jonas Abete. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Kamuy and Pelaga, who's fresh from the UAP from her stint with the Lady Red Warriors.
That's right.
Are just 2 names that we're just going to look out for in this squad wearing green and white. Now, let's look at how this third set will play. We've seen things going tight. This time we were seeing changes on the side of the Chameleons. So we're going to see how things are going to change up with Leah Pelaga being injected inside the court. She played as a middle blocker for the Lady Red Warriors. It's set number 3. Let's see if this is the much spark that they need here on the side of the Chameleons. Marginot adjusting for that one. Medyo buka yung set. Oh.
Double contact. Rare error by Cheng.
Something that you rarely see from best setter here in this league.
Happens to the rest of us.
Yeah, no one's perfect. We're all human here.
You're right, Sinj. Nobody's perfect.
Serve coming from Marginot. Oh! Easy recovery here coming from Petro Gazz.
Remy Palma doing what she does best with this big quick attack. I always say this, Sinj, it's not always about power, but placement. Finding the hole in the defense of the Chameleons.
Serve coming from Soltones Luna, rolling it over to the other side. Great pancake there. The thinnest pancake, it's like a crepe.
A crepe.
They go up to Luna. She's denied by the block. The wall has been established.
Bontillas. She did start off blocking well in the first set, Singe.
You see the thinnest pancake that I've seen.
Crepe.
It's a crepe. Yeah.
That's right, crepe.
Crispy crepe.
Crunchy, crispy crepe.
Serve coming from... My partner's hungry already. But Luna getting that one through the blockers.
Powering through the block of the Angels. Look at this swing by Luna.
Wow.
I have to give credit to Luna. In her previous team, since she did not have a lot of playing time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I would recall before when she was with Che Tigo, she would play sparingly.
and also F2.
Yeah.
She had a difficult time, but Coach Manoa trusts her, and she's really maximizing this opportunity.
It's all about the trust, Jay. As we
Yep.
see,
Trust
did
is
you
key.
see that the pipe hit coming from Gretzel? Solid fold in mid-air. Pelaga with that reception. They go up to Ebon. Great rally we're seeing here from both sides of the court.
That's her first
Sabete
attack.
hitting it over Luna off the blockers. Cal read well there by Cheng. Great digging here coming from Marginot as Luna finally finds a solution to that puzzle.
Luna going for that down the line. There's a few sequences where she was blocked by the Angels, but finding a hole in the defense in zone 1. Smart play.
1 point game. Nexled leading the charge here. Serve coming from Pelaga, but that goes straight to the net. 3 point for the Angels.
You know, those are the moments where you can gain that momentum, and then it's followed by a error.
Yeah, I mean, momentum swings are really hard to get by, especially in a game like this. Some players, even the best of players, would say it's the challenge in a game sometimes. Serve coming from Palma. Kamoy going, miscue there. She went for a back quick, but then the approach was just too fast.
That's right.
For Kit Makaslang.
Miscommunication with Cal and Critch. And this is the familiarity and chemistry that we have talked about in also our previous match.
But imagine it's just their third game and they're playing like this already, going
That's right,
toe
Singe.
to toe against Petro Gazz.
It's because of the Japanese system of Coach Minoa.
Props to him. That hits the antenna. Point goes to the Angels. We're now starting to see some level of nervousness on the side of the Chameleons.
That's right, they have to win the set.
Maybe pressure is starting to get into them.
This is the test.
The true test of character. Kamoy going for the dump, but then Musa was there for the blocks.
Now the receive of the Chameleons has been faulty, I would say.
Not as clean as earlier, the first 2 sets. And that's why Petro Gazz has an early lead here. Let's try to listen in to what Coach Taka has to say to the Chameleons.
Far from the net is okay. Just make it high. Make it fast.
Okay lang, bawin agad tayo. This decision, ha? Decision. Chameleons! Nexled! Let's take a breath. Pagka nag-100 ako, adjust na kayo. Okay.
Coach Manoa telling his receivers that, the dig doesn't have to be perfect.
It just has
put
to
it
be
up.
high, yeah. Just give some time for the setter to catch up.
Patience, and this is the test of the maturity, Singe, compared to the Angels who have stayed mature all throughout this match. The past 2 sets have been neck and neck, but because of their vet moves, their demeanor, they know what to do.
And Coach
They've
Villette,
done this.
Coach Villette on the sidelines, just saying, bilis sa decision. It's about making good decisions. Mayang adjusting there with that one-handed set. Great dig there coming from Ebon. They go back to Luna. Luna adjusting
Great adjustment by
Challenging Petro Gazz this one. This one is scramble from the Angels. They now go up to Luna again off the blockers. On the other side, Sabete off the hands of Cal. Cal will adjust. Goes up to Luna on the third try. This time it's a point for Nexled.
That's a perfect set by Cam Cal. The dig was too tight, but she was able to execute perfectly with that jump set. Rania not there to block, targeting Jonas Abete.
2-point lead for Petro Gazz. Chameleons trying to catch up here. Kamui, Cal to serve for the white shirts. You see the concentration there as serve straight to Pontillas. The tip coming from Musa. Return there by the Chameleons. But smart, slippery play there coming from Rania.
Set was a little bit too low for Rania to go for that B quick attack, but she was able to make a way. Laika not there for the block, targeting zone 1.
You love the confidence of Cheng going back to middle attacker. That's something you don't usually see in other systems, as Cal now goes up to Luna. Luna popped up there by Soltones on the other side. Sabete hits that ball too long. Looking for a check here.
Lack of first action by Jonas Abete. Have to give credit to Cheng with that reverse set.
2-point lead for Petro Gazz still, as Mayang Luna will serve for the Chameleons. Straight to Belov on the other side. They go to Musa.
Good dig.
Is there. Marginot will try. Back row play coming from Soltones. They go up to Ebon. Soft tip. Smartly placed there. Well, like Ebon.
Like Ebon with that off-speed attack, that deceiving approach cinch. Last minute decision. And actually the set was a little bit too off the net, and that's why she went for that off-speed attack. Smart play.
Luna now to serve. Straight to Pontillas on the other side. They go up to Sabete.
When they need that side out, Cheng has a lot of options, but Sabete has been one of the most consistent players in this match.
Consistency is key, as they say. 2-point lead for the Angels. Sabete to serve. Racing the table with the net. Lucky break there for Petro Gazz. They're able to regain the 3-point lead. Let's look at that serve.
And usually that is Maya Luna's serve. We have a 3-man receive on the side of the Nxled Chameleons.
3-point lead here for the Angels. Luna there for the first ball. Marginot.
Now that's the set that Joe likes. Not too far off the net, not too high.
And that's why you see a solid hit coming from her. Getting that one through Janelle Cheng, right in between her hands. Kit Makaslang will now serve. They're down by 2, talking about Nexled.
Nice
That
serve.
picked up by Nang. Rania adjusts. Ebon pops it up. Jo dumps it to the other side. Rania picks that up. They go to a running Musa. Oh, smart move, that connection. Musa and Cheng reliving their collegiate days here.
We saw this in the first set. Musa targeting. And take a look at that cinch. It was Kirchu's serve. Going for that drop ball.
Recognizing players inside the court.
Yep.
Of course, yun yung tao-tao niya. Serve coming from Rania. Ebon pops this up. Delaga adjusts. That gets through.
Lucky point given to the Nxled Chameleons. We need more stabilized first balls from the Chameleons. And you did mention maybe nerves as we're crunching down to the third set.
You know, it's a now or never set for them. Do or die. Win this one or go home early, and you want to do something about that. Soltones manages to power through the triple block.
Those are the difficult combination plays. Petro Gazz maximizing that combination play. Rachel Jovina almost there with that defense.
Back to a 3-point lead for the Angels. Poor first ball there. They'll adjust here. Marginot will give up a free ball. High ball again. Seems like this has been a strategy for Nexled. They go up to the combination play to Sultanes read well there, but Talaga. Oh! Pontillas unable to maximize that last play.
Trying to go down the line. We'll see Abel in for Luna. And now Abel is in the front row. She's not going to serve.
This is not something that we usually see. So Coach Taka trying to change things up here. Let's see how this will work. They're down by 2, talking about Nexled. Serve coming from Joe. We go to Pontillas. That is going to be a check ball as per the referees. Let's see as they'll challenge the block touch here. Talking about Nexled.
That was too quick of an attack for us to even see cinch.
Coach Taka asking for a block touch challenge here. They're down by 2. Referees claim that there's a touch. Now we have to review it through the video challenge. And seemingly so, we're not seeing any
no block
hand
touch.
touching that. And that's confirmed by the decision of our referees here. No block touch. So the point will go to the Chameleons. Or it will be replayed. As things are starting to be clarified here. The other side of the court is trying to counter challenge this with a ball in, ball out. However, I'm overhearing the Nexled coaches here. They're mentioning that the call that was called out earlier by the first referee was block touch.
Yes.
So why would ball in, ball out be a consideration given that the check was the basis to give the point to the side of the Petro Gazz Angels? So this is something that our referees would have to clarify here. And we're waiting for confirmation whether the ball went in or ball out.
It went out.
Yeah, it went out.
Yep.
So there's no block touch and it was out.
Point should go to the Chameleons.
So it's an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Vince Mangolobnan, who is sitting in for Coach Timmy Santo Tomas, who I heard is also watching us via Pilipinas Live app, because it's available all over the world. Serve coming from Marginot. On the other side, Cheng goes up to Sultanes. Kamoy chooses Ebon. Petro Gazz goes up to Sultanes. Great block there from Pelaga. Free ball here. Kept alive there by Marginot. They go up to Abel. Abel giving it a dump on the other side. Cheng goes to Sultanes and that checks in. However, this will be challenged by Coach Taka. He was near the line during that moment. So a challenge will be called, whether this is ball in or ball out. This is by the end zone. So we're going to check whether...
He was sure.
He was sure. He was the one who called it right away, actually.
He was the closest. He is the closest to the line.
So we'll see it.
Could have been a strategic move.
Maybe.
To break the momentum of the Angels.
Because everyone's starting to be a bit scrappy. So both sides of the court now losing a challenge opportunity. Both coaches now just having one challenge each. Referees clarifying that Coach Taka still has one challenge. They're really very focused in this game. 2-point lead for the Angels though, Jamie.
They are on the edge of their seats.
They are.
The coaching staff.
Everyone is really with their hawk eyes making sure. As we see June and Abel.
We need more of that. We need more of her energy stage.
Pumping up the energy of the Nxled Chameleons. With that serve going out, iniwasan niya talaga eh. May ear up pa eh. Pelaga will now serve for Nexled.
Great up by Jo.
They go up to Abel, swiping it through Nang. On the other side, they choose Sabete. Popped up there by Abel. Dump coming from Kamuy. Read well by Janelle. And then Pontillas getting that off the hands of Pelaga as we enter the technical timeout here. Where you're enjoying volleyball action here as we have our crowd here looking and waiting for the results of this very tight match. We're on the third set already and it has been kept tight by these two squads and our fans are starting to see themselves as we see some Petro Gazz shirts being waved here inside the arena, supporting the Angels, of course. You know, it's pretty late. Of course, we're in the province. It's a bit late, but I'm so proud of our volleyball fans here inside.
Stand out,
yeah, they're staying it out and really enjoying this match. That serve coming from Palmas. Makaslang gets that one through to the celebration of the Nexled squad. I love that they have this quick short dance right after. There's a choreography.
Especially on Cam Cal.
Yeah. That's very interesting to see, especially right after a point.
Different kind of energy.
Yeah, it's different generations. It's giving Gen Z. The vibe
it's giving Gen Z.
Yeah, the vibe is rising.
I'm not so sure if the Petro Gazz Angels
They get that. They
would not do that.
Oh, let's see. I'm waiting for the day that Nang Aiza does that. And we saw that combination play from Abel. Sabete getting that one through. So far, I'm noticing Petro Gazz targeting the corners here, going for that end zone shots.
Zone 1 and Zone 5, vet moves by Jonas Sabete. And keep in mind, Sinj Cheng has been running the offense beautifully.
Normal day at the office.
Yep, normal day at the office.
Pontillas with that serve. Makaslang trying to get that one through. Jervina will now pop this up for Ebon going cross court. Popped up by the lefty on the other side of the court. As, mahirap kalaban ng Soyeta, Jamie.
With the help of the net. Gretchel Soltones.
It's that power also, that innate power that Nxled has when she's hitting the ball, getting that one through the net. Serve coming from Pontillas. They now go up to Ebon. Adjusting there was Soltones. That is too high and too far away from the net. That will be a point for Nexled.
Now this is what happens when we have the rookie libero with the vet setter. You have some familiarity that needs to be worked on.
Something to be developed and something that we're definitely going to see, because Beloved has been a decorated libero as well, a decorated player, of course, in the beach volleyball tournaments. As you see the serve from Abel. On the other side, Musa going for the tip, read well by Jervina. They go up to Ebon. Popped up there by Pontillas, and Sabete does not get that one through.
Trying to target that sharp cross-court attack, avoiding the hands of Critch Makaslan. Little overcooked in that rally.
This is now a moment of opportunity for the Nxled Chameleons, as they are just 1 point away from tying things up. Abel now will serve. Down by 1. That is wide. Point goes to Petro Gazz. Back to a 2-point lead. Sabete now serves for the Angels. Going for the jump float, that's too low. Free point now for Nexled. This is also where fatigue starts to come into play. Starting to see some challenges, of course, from both sides of the court. And if Nexled wants to extend this, this is the perfect opportunity to take advantage. So they're just 1 point away. They have to start pulling away here. But first, tying the ball game. Nang playing setter there. Straight to Soltones. Abel was there. They go up to Marginot, adjusting in mid-air.
That was actually a miss set by Cam Cal. Too far out of the antenna. But Joe Maragino making a way. Isa was actually right there playing ready for defense.
There's a will, there's a way.
Yep.
As we see the celebration from the side of the Nxled Chameleons. 16-all. Is this the opportunity for Nxled to extend this match? Or will Petro Gazz spoil the show? They go up to get Soltones off the blockers. Coach Taka joining the action.
Singe, I haven't seen one smile from Coach Minoa. Very serious.
Discipline.
Discipline, that's right.
You know, if you're disciplining your children, you have to keep that stern face.
The parenting.
Yeah, it's part of coaching as well. Yep. Ebon adjusting!
Ebon has been silent this entire third set. The Angels have been ready for her attacks, whether it's in blocking or digging, but she finally pulled up in this sequence.
And now we're seeing the reason why Caps Victoria was not being played in, because now she is now moved to the opposite side or to the right wing. And this is what I've been telling you, in terms of options in the wings, there's a very limited depth in terms of bench depth here on the side of the Chameleons. Cheng now goes up to Soltones, popped up well there by Jervina. They go up to a running Palma that's denied by Joanna Marginot.
Team effort in that rally by the Nxled Chameleons. Rachel Jervina picking up everything. But take a look at that block. Single block by Remy Palma. And kind of gives us flashbacks of the FEU days.
Yeah.
Jo Maraginot.
Back in her blue jersey. Now the question, block party now for Nexled. The big question now, is this the turning point for the Chameleons?
Is this the momentum changer by the Chameleons? Let's see, Singe.
You know, I'm just hyped up because it's an underdog story. If this changes the pace, and it's interesting, it's a young start. Victoria adjusting there, popped up there by Sabete. Oh, but the adjustment from Palma, putting in some veteran moves there.
Remy Palma knew that Rachel Jorvina was transitioning in for defense. Good eye by Remy Palma. Rachel almost there to get that. Like you said earlier, Cinch, the vet moves are coming out now. I told you when Petro Gazz reaches the 20 mark,
Delikado na yan.
Joe Maragin.
Nxled has different plans. It's their turn to enter the 20th court mark first. As we look at that again, Maggi Mangulupnan setting up Jo, targeting the end zone. This has been the strategy of Petro Gazz earlier. Now Maraginot is giving them a taste of their medicine. Jo now with the serve. Straight to Barbon. Over receive, a miscue on the side of the Chameleons. Gives a point to Petro Gazz. Now,
these are the free points that the Nxled Chameleons cannot be giving to the vet squad of the Angels. And now we have a substitution here. Chamson in for Sabete.
You can't do that. You can't do that, especially if you're facing a veteran squad like Petro Gazz. This squad that's very composed. They know how to get through things like this, as that serve coming from Soltones. Cams adjusting Cams, popping it on the second jump. They go up to Pontillas. On the other side, Maggi going to Abil. Fastball works, but popped up by Petro Gazz. Chamzon adjusting, denied with a double block. They go up to the other side. Jorvino's there. Oh, long scramble we're having here. Abil adjusting. Block was established, but ball kept alive here. Free ball coming from Nexled. Petro Gazz will answer back. They go back to Pontillas off the hands of Abil. Victoria tipping it over. Barbon was there. The jump. Oh!
Chang. Are we surprised by that move?
If you want to talk about composure, Janelle Cheng's face will always be composed and at the perfect moment when you least expect it.
Now that is a sign of a good setter. You have to be a leader. You have to be a leader.
2020, as clear as the vision of Cheng earlier when she dumped that ball, is our scoreboard. Serve coming from Soltones. Mangulabnan going up to Victoria, rolling it to the other side. Third touch now, returned by Barbon, popped up by Marginot. They go up to Abil, going cross-court! Nexled! Still remaining steady here.
This is Abil's first point of the match. I mean, take a look at the score, Cinch. 20-21.
Leah Pelaga will now serve for the Chameleons. Oh, that's too long.
Cannot be giving free points to the vet squad.
The nerves.
The Angels,
in. 21 all.
I mean, it is understandable, but
it's something that you don't want to give.
You have to control.
That's an opportunity cost for you. And it could be the turning point here as Ram serves.
Great serve.
Jorvino's there.
On top.
Victoria off the blockers. Makaslang with a joust, losing that one. Abil will adjust. Soft touch. Musa was there. They go up to Pontillas. With the, oh! It was a miscue between Marginot and Jorvina.
Joe was actually there for that down the line. But
as the sweeper.
Yep. Great reflex though by Rachel.
So, I mean, they both had very good.
She wasn't balanced. Yeah. She was not balanced in that rally.
Her 2 feet were not stable to pick that one up. She didn't realize Joe was just right behind her for the sweep. Palma continues to serve. They're up by 1. Straight to Jorvina. Makaslang will adjust. They go up to Victoria. Straight to Pontillas. Pontillas will try again. Popped up by Maggi. Jorvina sets this up to Victoria. Where will Cheng go? She goes up to Chamzon.
I believe not over.
Oh! Ball kept alive here. Nexled looks like they're challenging this one.
But I believe the rally was already finished.
Yeah.
And they called for that challenge.
The question now is it within the 8-second rule that the challenge has? Because that's the limitation of the challenge. You have to call the challenge within the last 8 seconds or while the play is happening. We've seen a lot of sequences happening, or we saw 2 sequences happening right after that. And this is pivotal. This moment will be very pivotal here. Very crucial. As it's 22-21. We're waiting for the decision of the challenge. Of course, challenge also has some limitations. It's 1-point lead for the Angels.
Let's see if there was a block touch. Yes, there was a block touch by Critch.
A slang there. Block touch. So the call remains as it's clear. And that's the second unsuccessful challenge for Coach Taka Minoa. It's going to be a challenge for Nexled now, as they don't have any opportunity to counter any calls here. Petro Gazz can close this out at 2 points, or Nexled can play this clean in the next 2 sequences, tie things up, maybe extend the match.
That is going inside, down the line by no other than Isaac. That moves.
Cornelius has been on fire, and it's match point moments here for the Petro Gazz Angels. Nexled kept it real close, but let's see, they could still change the story if they keep their heads above water. Serve coming from Rem. Popped up by Marginot. They go up to Victoria. Soft tip! Smart move there. Coming from Gams.
That double substitution was very effective in the latter part of this third set.
And we're seeing this. We're seeing the hand action. Camille, everyone signaling each other. Kapit lang. Crucial moments here. Off edge of your seats moments here, as this could just change everything. This serve coming from the rookie, Camille Cal.
Very crucial serve.
Oh! That's it! Petro Gazz snatches this out and takes this to the celebration of the Petro Gazz fans here inside the Candon City Arena.
We saw bright spots on the side of the Nxled Chameleons, but kudos to the veterans of the Petro Gazz Angels. Steady, steady, steady. They were patient the entire time. They did not get agitated with each other. They've been in this situation
several times. Too many that they could count.
Yep.
They've won some, they've lost some, and that experience has been something that they've carried on and has been their artillery coming into this game, going up against the Nxled Chameleons. Petro Gazz wins this in 3 straight sets, 25-23, 25-21, and 25-22. We will close things off here in Candon when we return here at the PVL. Available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now only for 149 pesos a month. Now let's check in at the final score. 25 to 23, 25 to 21, and 25 to 22. Very great and stellar job for the Petro Gazz Angels. And joining me today, this evening, is none other than, aside from my partner, Jamie La Victoria, our player of the game, none other than Nxled Cheng. Achi, congratulations first. And of course, what a big win. Nexled was quite close when in this match with you. What was the secret para makalayo kayo? Kasi medyo clingy sila sa inyo during the game.
Siguro big factor sa amin yung veterans kami. Sa crucial, alam namin yung gagawin.
Now, Cheng, you are one of the most calm and collected setters here in the PVL. What goes through your mind during those tight, close matches?
Wala eh. Siguro kasi pag dumidikit, kailangan talaga maging calm. So, gusto ko sana isa ako sa players namin na pagka dikdikan, nandoon lang siya. Present siya lagi.
And syempre, hindi ka namin pwede pakawalan dito without greeting the very gracious people here in Ilocos Sur, in Candon City. Do you have any message for them? And of course, to your family or to anyone all over the world?
Sobrang thank you sa Candon at sa warm welcome sa amin. Sana makabalik kami dito. And hello sa family ko, sa family namin, and sa Petro Gazz family. And kay MJ Phillips po.
Gusto ko yung may special shoutout tayo for MJ. Pero you know, this win is going to be big. Coming into your next match, you're going up against the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Meron pa tayong konting game plan coming into that match?
Syempre, training ulit, tapos viewing, papanoorin sila kung anong play nila.
And with that, Cheng, we thank you for joining us here today at Janelle. And good luck in your upcoming games. And enjoy mo na yung mga pagkain na hinanda sa atin dito. And excited, I'm sure excited ka na kumain.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Achi. And of course, thank you for watching us here today. But before we move on with anything, let's look back at this match highlights. Let's look back. Set number 1, set number 2, set number 3. Everything has been consistently the same for these two squads. It was a very tight matchup, very interesting matchup because, you know, they never let go until they've reached the 20th point mark.
That's right, Cinch. It was the vets versus the young guns, but the Nxled Chameleons have shown growth, especially in this matchup today. Normally, they would have a difficult time getting that side out, but we saw bright spots, and I have to give credit to the Japanese system of Coach Minowa. But like Cheng said, they are vets. They know how to play the game. They've been there. They've done that.
For the Nxled Chameleons, of course, this is a sign of a healthy future for them. We're starting to see a lot of glimmers of hope as we look at the numbers, Jamie. It's very close, especially on attack points.
Take a look at the attacks, 40 versus 47, but take a look at the aces. No aces on the side of the Nxled Chameleons, but you had 3. But Cinch, what is not shown on your screens are the timing of all the errors, timing of the aces, like that last point earlier.
It's the breaks of the game, really, and you really don't have any control of that momentum swing, breaks of the game. These are the intangibles that we don't get to control, especially when you're talking about the game of volleyball. And of course, we will be back on Tuesday. Halloween game day is between the Cherry Eagle Crossovers and the Jerfleur Defenders, starting us off at 2 p.m., followed by the Foxies going up the Cool Smashers at 4 p.m. Then we'll cap off that spooky game day with the Signal HD Spikers going up against the Akai Chargers. Now, I've heard the PVL and the players have some surprises for us coming that game day. So I'm very much excited to see what's coming up next when we go back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Arena. And of course, on behalf of my partner, Jamie La Victoria, and the lovely people here inside the Candon City Arena, we'd like to thank you for joining us for this beautiful coverage of the Premier Volleyball League, the heart of volleyball.